Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, we're off for the bonus episode of ICO. Maybe Shadow of the Colossus as well, but I'm focusing on ICO for this particular video. If I do another one for Shadow of the Colossus, if I do Shadow of the Colossus, then that'll be a thing. But anyway, in the last episode, we escaped from this castle and it turned to rubble. Yorda and ICO washed up on a beach. They were safe. And in this bonus episode, we've got a lot to cover. So, I've loaded up the gondola right now, and I'm going to pause and go to options. My mum's said that she's not really bothered on doing this for footage, so I'm just going to have to go solo here. Understandable. She'd rather play the game co-op, and that's perfectly fine with me, but at the same time she doesn't want to be recorded. Understandable. So, I've just switched it to 2-player. So now if I try to walk away, it does not keep Yorda on the screen. So, I still have all my usual movement. So, before I take control of Yorda with the other controller here, I want to bring up the game control. I'm just going to bring up the PS2 one, because that actually has a diagram for control and whatnot, because, you know, games nowadays don't have an instruction booklet. So, here's the PlayStation 2 instruction booklet, basically the controls, and here they are on screen. Of course, the only difference is there's no mode button, instead that's the PlayStation home button. But other than that, the controls are exactly the same. Now, I'm going to take that, modify it, and show you Yorda's moveset. Yeah, very watered down. So, if I try to call Yorda now as ICO, or Eco, or however you want to pronounce it, I'm not getting a reaction. She always looks into ICO's direction anyway, but yeah, I call and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't even focus on her position. Holding R1. But if I hold R1 on the second player's controller, it doesn't do anything either. Oh, I haven't turned it on. If I hold R1 on the second player's controller, it actually focuses on Yorda, so that the second player can actually see what she's doing. Now, as you saw there, I just moved. That wasn't ICO's doing. However, none of the other shoulder buttons work. X don't work, circle don't work, triangle jumps, and X does nothing. Select does nothing, control, well, you can move with the control pad, I guess, but we would want to move with that. But yeah, literally all you can do with Yorda is move and jump. And even then, with a running jump, it is extremely pathetic. As you just saw right there. Even though that when she does jump upwards, she has an insane reach. That's probably the only thing she's got going for her. Thank you, phone. But yeah, you can see that she's very hampered. I mean, if we start from a standstill, she has to build up a couple of steps of speed before she actually goes into a sprint. And even then, she doesn't move as fluent as ICO, but she does move a little bit smoother, if that makes any sense. And if I try to approach Yorda with ICO and hold the call button, I can grab her, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, instead, I know there's a lot of clanging, but just bear with me because I've got to put the controller down on my lap. I'm going to bring her... Oh, wait, hang on. Yep, okay, she's on screen. This is really hard to do, so come over here. So we're just going to test their top speeds just by trying to move Yorda. For some reason, she also has a lot of momentum loss as well. I guess because she's bare feet, trying to make it realistic. You wouldn't stop on a dime if you were bare feet, would you? So I'm just going to try and move them both at once. They pretty much have the same speed. I wasn't exact there because of the camera swivel, but you know. So I'm going to take control of Yorda well, actually, go with ICO, just drag her over here for a moment. So if you really need to hold on to her, like if you have if ICO has the lightsaber, for example, that might be a better prudent idea. But I'm just going to come over here for a moment. Now, with ICO, obviously, we're the main player. We can jump, we can swipe, we can interact with stuff and climb like that. Yorda can't do any of that either. She's really what she just is. Just walking and jumping. If I try to walk here, she just cannot interact. But here's something I never actually knew about Yorda when you're playing multiplayer. Let me just try and walk off this ledge of ICO. Oh, well, I'm going to die. Climb up, climb up. If we jump off, we're going to fall. So now let me do something stupid. Let's have Yorda just freaking vault off the edge, shall we? Oh, wait. I was running at full pelt and I jumped as well. Jump down. Okay, I'm literally running against the ledge there. Nope, she just stops on a dime. Second player cannot fall into pits. She can't jump over the pits either. So whoever's playing as Yorda is pretty much safe from drops, unless it's like a major jump. But I'm guessing she's not allowed to jump unless ICO's on the opposite side with his hand outstretched, because at least then you can actually make it. Because even when running at full pelt, that's a very pathetic jump. So yeah, she is quite fast, considering. So that's kind of a few things. Now I'm going to quit game and load into a New Game Plus basic file, basically loading up my speedrun file, which the final stretch will be shown off in the next episode, which will be the final episode of this playlist. Just give me a moment while I go rescue Yorda from her cage, or at least get to that point. Okay, so we're back here where Yorda's in the cage. I'm going to skip this cutscene now that we're here. Okay, so if I try to focus on Yorda with the second controller, because she's active right now, and try to move around, no reaction. So if you thought that you may be able to control Yorda while she's in the cage, because, well, for one thing, it's utterly pointless, nothing really happens. So what happens when she gets caught by a shadow being? Can we wiggle out? Alright, I'm mashing buttons on the second controller, trying to get out of the grasp, and it doesn't seem to be working. So when Yorda is kidnapped, the other player cannot do a thing. Or can she? Yep, I'm mashing every button on the second controller. There is no way on getting out. ICO has to help Yorda escape. But I'm wondering, when she does get picked up, I cannot seem to move. Oh! That I never actually tried. You don't have to actually beat the shadow being. You can just pick her out of the hole and that works. That I never knew. Is it going to show up again though? The music's actually showing up. Okay, this is actually new for me, because I was going to do this as a montage. But so can I control Yorda right now? Yes, I can. So can we activate the thing by ourselves? Well, we can distract the shadow beings by ourselves. And then I've lost control. Yep, so that means I have to be ICO again. It's funny though how it's just the one. Stop rumbling on the thing, please. It's making a lot of noise. So, here's the thing I want to know. Can I actually lead her into the thing by herself? No! Even if she has the power, you have to have ICO and Yorda next to each other in order for the idol statues to move. And that does kill the things. So, now that we're here, let me put the controllers down again. I know there's a lot of clanging, that's not exactly in my control. Let's have them both in here and try to climb up. So let's have Yorda try and do all this by herself, shall we? So smash triangle. She climbs up pretty fast. There we go. Can she go into another area without ICO? Nope, she just stops there as soon as she enters, unless I pull backwards. But she is technically in that area, so... So there we go. So that's pretty much the controls with Yorda for second player. It can make puzzles a little bit easier if you do need to split up, or if one character wants to dodge attacks while the other one attacks them. So that could be a good dynamic for two player. It's very interesting. It could change the game pretty well, but at the same time I don't think it will do a lot for speedrunning and all that. I think it's just like a fun little extra mode for those who have beaten the game, and if they want to share the experience with someone else for the second time through. And because you can understand, well, we, the players, can understand Yorda and the Queen's language, it gives us the full story as well for those who join in. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to press pause here for one moment, because that's Yorda. But as we're already in game, I can show off the other new game exclusives that you can only have on a new file. So on a new file, you have film effect available, and obviously player 2, which we've already covered. Like I said, film grain just adds like a old-fashioned picture layer to the game. So yeah, that's probably going to wreak havoc on the encoding, because that's actually pretty intense, like PlayStation 2 intense. I think it was dummied down to about 2 or 3 for the credits. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks a bit right. But you can... It does give the game an old-timely feel. But, truth be told, that's actually all there is to the game. And I'm going to have to actually end this part of the vid, because, funnily enough, if I quit, Signals are going to get weird, Roxy's not going to be happy about it, and it's going to cut out the recording. So give me a memento. Or I quit the game. Because we're done with all the bonuses in the game for now. Now, I am in the PS Store right now, the PlayStation Store, PSN. But the thing is, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, on the PlayStation 3, it is super laggy. And you can tell it's not the smoothest. I guess it's not optimized for the PS. So sometimes it freezes on the PS3, and I don't know why. But what I'm trying to do is head down to the download section here. Look at all this. Team ICO video behind the scenes 1. Team ICO video behind the scenes 1 ANZ. Team ICO behind the scenes 1 FRA. That must be French. So I'm not going to read them all out, but you can see here that most of these are in different languages. As well as that we've got number 2 here. I think number 2 starts here. No, that's 1. So yeah, we've got all of these behind the scenes. Basically, one of these videos covers Shadow of the Colossus, and it covers Shadow of the Colossus first in the first video, despite having the ICO icon. Because if I press home here, oh, it wants to take me out. Okay, no, this ain't the PS4. God damn it. I'll stay in here for the moment. But yes, you get behind the scenes 1, which talks about Shadow of the Colossus. Then you get behind the scenes 2, which talks about ICO, because it's the shorter of the 2 games, and it also squeezes in a bit of the behind the scenes creation of The Last Guardian in these behind the scenes videos. For some reason, though, they're classified as games on your XMB, because I think that's the initials for the PlayStation 3's operating system home menu. But you know what I mean. But not only that, but you also get an ICO dynamic theme and a Shadow of the Colossus dynamic theme for your PS3 home menu. And you get all these included with the download code that comes with, I believe, every copy of the ICO collection for PS3. Physical copy. I don't know if you get them by download. Funny thing is, actually, when I brought my copy, the code was already scratched and revealed, like completely clean and whatnot. And I got it from CEX, which is where I used to work. Now the thing is, I don't know if the code got renewed or no one used the code, and even though the expiration date was 2014, you can see what date I actually used the code on. So it's like, maybe the expiration date is just there to influence you to use it as quickly as possible, perhaps, or maybe the restriction was removed since you can't get any new PlayStation 3 games anymore, so any unused codes have become available again if you do so happen to have one, perhaps. I'm not entirely too sure, but regardless of the fact, I have these exclusive items. The 2 behind the scenes videos in every language. Of course, I only downloaded them in English, even though all of them have been put into my download section. And obviously the ICO dynamic theme and the Shadow of the Colossus dynamic theme, which I will show you guys right now. This thing's going to blip again, isn't it? I don't know why, but during every transition it likes to stop recording because it flashes like that. Oh wait, hang on, it's still recording. It's still recording. You probably had that in the recording, but that may be a thing. But yeah, there we go. Wow, get out of my face. Pfft. Let me just put this on. There we go. This is the ICO dynamic theme, which is pretty cool, to be fair. I mean, the grain effect and I like the old film grain effect, and I like how it's actually like having Yorda in the cage, because it's like, hey, this is one of the crucial parts of the game early on. No spoilers. This is what you want to get to, and of course it is. It's friggin' Yorda, but at the same time, I feel a little bit bad because Yorda's sitting there crying. It's like, or just curled up into a ball, and it's just so sad. But you do have this music playing from ICO as well, so that's pretty sweet. Now, if I go over here to my themes, where is it? I've gone past it, there we are. Oh, for a second now, I thought the bloody thing froze or crashed again. What the hell? Yeah, throughout this video it crashed, so I don't know what happened there. But yes, theme. I've got quite a lot of them here. Look at all my themes. Final Fantasy 13 for Neil. 13-2, what's his name? Noel, I think it is. Sarah, Mog, Lightning, Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2. Basically all the 6 Kingdom Hearts games from the current HD remixes. Sonic Generations theme, I would manage to unlock that. Metal Gear Solid 4, that's Aaron's, but that's just there. And then, of course, we got Air Paint, which is built in. ICO with dynamic theme is what we're using. And this is the Shadow of the Colossus theme. Let's just give it a minute. There we go. I believe this is the temple at the beginning of the game. Not entirely too sure. Like I said, I haven't played Shadow of the Colossus. I've only seen a few things from it. Every now and again. But we still have the old grain film effect. I don't know if that's supposed to represent that the game is from an old-timely time, or if it's like saying, hey, this is from the PS2, therefore it's old or something. Or maybe it's just the style. I'm not too sure. But I want to go back to ICO 1 because I haven't played Shadow of the Colossus yet. And that's a thing. It's kind of weird though that how the dynamic theme icon is depicted with a coffin instead of the idol statue, considering that's what's used for the trophies. But yeah. That's part of the other bonus features, really. So I think that's really all there's to cover, really. I mean, like I said, if just highlighting the game disc, you hear both of the main themes from ICO, and then Shadow of the Colossus just goes back and forward, which is very nice. And of course, like I said, for some reason it's classified as a game and not as videos, because you would expect them to be in here, but they're not, and it's weird, because all they are videos. Like I said, behind the scenes 1 is Shadow of the Colossus, and behind the scenes 2 is ICO, and a bit of a history on the development at that point of The Last Guardian, where they announce that the development has shifted from the PS3 to the PS4, because then they can just go all out with the graphical fidelity. Which, to be fair, is a smart move, because I've seen how gorgeous the game is. I just still haven't played it yet, because my mum is still like, oh, I want to play it with you, but not right now. And it's like, I've had the game for 5 weeks now, and I haven't even booted it up. I've got the theme, but that's the thing. And if I ever do a Let's Play on that game, like I said, that will be a thing as well. But yeah, I'm not going to actually play these, because they're, like, full, like, 15 minutes long each, and of course copyright and all that, they're actual proper videos, so that's a thing. And I'm making my own video right now, with, you know, fair use and all that. Just trying to search for the word there. But yeah, that's ICO. I hope you have enjoyed ICO. Like I said, the last episode, well, yeah, the next episode, which will be the final episode of the playlist, is the final stretch speedrun from the final save point to beating the game and getting the speedrun trophy. And since we got all the other trophies, except for the Spiked Club, but we did the same thing with the Shining Sword, we technically got all other trophies in that. So once the speedrun trophy has been done on the channel via the next episode being the final stretch speedrun, that's the entire trophy set, and the trophy, the platinum trophy that appeared in the last episode, the final episode of the Let's Play, will actually be counted. So I guess you could call it 100% walkthrough in a way. It's just in a weird way of doing it. But yeah, I guess I'll see you next time for whatever I do, and I hope you enjoyed the speedrun that I do as well. Make sure annotations are on for that, as that's the only way I'm going to be able to commentate on that, because I made it like 7 months ago. With that, see you guys next time.